All right, today's segment is taking cadence, which I've talked about in other videos. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go back and look for, how to have proper cadence. Now we're going to the next step of that, which cadence is kind of a catalyst for, it's a segue for, which is learning to find flow state. Now, flow state is something that ideally you can find whenever you want it, but the reality is it only comes when all the stars are aligned. So I just started a practice session here. So now my goal is to try to find my flow, try to find my cadence. And once I get into the cadence and things are going correctly, then hopefully the switch kind of happens to where I just get into this flow and I find what I refer to as my stroke. And all of a sudden just shots are just going effortlessly and I'm just in my zone and just going through and having a really awesome practice session. But more importantly, the more you can find that during your practice, the better you're going to be at being in that flow state when you're in a performance, whether it's, a hunt of a lifetime or an opportunity to bull of a lifetime or a whitetail of a lifetime, or if you're shooting for your first gold medal. You want to be able to just focus on that cadence to the point where you're having this stroke. Shots are just going. They're happening easy. You're not fighting for your shot. What you want, and what I tell people is, good shots are the easiest to make. And I realize that statement is a little bit hard to maybe swallow at times because good shots aren't easy to have. They're not easy to come by all the time, right? So if you think about what I said, good shots are the easiest to make. Well, when you're doing everything right, the shots go off without as much effort as what a bad shot takes. So if you've ever been practicing and maybe you've had your equipment set down for a while, but you've thought about like what you need to do to make a good shot. You've thought about it, and on the way to the practice range, you're like, man, Dudley's talking about cadence and flow, and I'm just going to go there and work on this. And you go through your motion, you pull back that first time, get in, let off your safety of your silverback, and all of a sudden just, whoa, that went easy. Well, that is what a good shot should be. When it's easy is when everything was right. It's the ones where you're aiming forever and your freaking shoulders creeping and you're seeing movement, so then you kind of get a little bit tighter and you lock up under and you're waiting and nothing's happening and you force it. Well, that's a terrible shot, and it took 3 times more work to accomplish. So you really want to just get to where good shots are happening easy. And when good shots are happening easy, then the next thing that's waiting in line is going to be your flow state, which flow state is what you want to be able to truly unlock the doors of your maximum potential. So let me go through 3 more, and I'm going to try to see if I can find a little stroke here for these next 3. Now, what makes it hard right now is I don't have some tunes going where I can get in the vibe. Now, the best single day I ever had individually was a time where I shot 99 X's in a row on a Vegas face. There were two things that happened. One, I was shooting out of my mind, and it was pretty awesome. But two, the reason why the 100th didn't happen is because I actually broke cadence and flow at 99 to consciously think about the outcome of I'm about to shoot 100 in a row. And then I didn't, which ties into other things I've told you. So learning to focus on your repetibility, visualize your shot, make your shot. Visualize your shot as you're loading. Go through, make your shot, visualize that the perfect shot. You don't want to think about the last shot. You want to visualize the shot that you want. And once that happens, then you're going to start to figure out what a flow is and what your stroke is. And you're going to start to realize that when you focus on the cadence, the next thing that happens is your flow, your stroke, and then freaking archery is amazing. It's dead accurate. And it gives your practice a purpose. That was the best shot I've made so far, and it could be the beginning of what I want. It's happening. And if you've watched me shoot the first two ends and then those last two, you'll see that those last two were strokes. And so was that one. Good luck, everybody. Focus on your cadence. Stroke it. Find your flow. Just keep pounding the middle. Good luck, everybody.